Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live a beautiful, awesome life. Do you have challenges in life? Do you have things that go wrong? Do you have problems? There are no problems. There are challenges. What's the difference between those two words? Well, a challenge could be a good thing, right? I challenge you to a race. All right? Let's see how well I can do. Wow, let's do this. Let's go and be our best. A challenge. Yeah, it pushes us to be our best. A problem is an obstacle. A problem is usually a negative thing, perceived as a negative thing, or something bad because it's a hurdle that you need to get over. Now, scientists don't look at problems as difficulties, they look at it as challenges. It's something that needs to be solved, and most scientists love to solve problems, right? A problem is something that needs a solution. There has to be a solution somewhere. Are you looking at things in your life as problems or challenges? And if you see them as problems, as you truly see them as a problem, it's an obstacle, it's a negative thing, can you turn that around and start thinking of it as a challenge? So I'll give you an example. Boy, I had a challenging week that really I had no negative feelings around it. No frustration, just total acceptance of it. And it's sort of weird because I realized, okay, you don't know how you're handling things till you get challenged, right? You know, if you think, it's like Eckhart Tolle said, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your parents. I like that one. So, when I was in Vegas at the Dr. Joe Dispenza Progressive Workshop, my Mac computer went dead. I now had no computer and no way to communicate with you. You know, I put a video up a day. It's just a push a button. It's not like I'm shooting all these all the time. And I thought, okay, I'm without a computer. There's no thought, there's no emotions behind that. I'm without a computer. Guess what? There's a business center in the Hilton. Once a day I went down, checked everything, and I have an iPhone. Big deal. I realized those 4 days how much I really didn't need my computer. I have an internet marketing business. I do internet marketing, as you probably know. It may be how you found me. And it's automated. Didn't really need to check it in. Do you ever have things going on when you realize, wow, I didn't really need that like I thought I did, right? Are there things in your life you think you need, you have to have all these things, and then when you don't have them, it's not such a bad thing? Or are you freaking out about it? I came back and after 2 visits to the Genius Bar and 2 visits to Geek Squad, bought a new Mac, put mine in, and was told it's going to cost $600, and then found out I had full coverage, and Geek Squad's repairing it now for free. Now I get back here at the house after a week of going into the Genius Bar and all these things, taking my time. Genius Bar couldn't get me in for 2 hours. I went and got a few cute summer dresses on sale across the way. I used my time wisely. I relaxed. Well, guess what? I get home and a tree went down a couple days ago, and we've been out of internet completely. No television, no computer. I went up to Starbucks, hooked up, they're out, and I hooked up to my iPhone, and the manager gave me this nice big latte for free. I think most people would be looking at the I'm out of the internet, and I was focused on the free latte. I was like, wow, this is really cool. And when he said they didn't have any internet, I said, oh, okay, well, there's a tree down. And I was smiling. And I said, well, I'm here. I must get a Starbucks coffee anyways. And he said, here. Nice big one, too, by the way. A Venti. And I was excited about the free coffee. And that this nice man gave me a coffee. And then while I sat down and drank my coffee, I figured out how to get back online. And now I'm back online even though we don't have it here. Do you see what I'm saying? I looked at everything as a challenge. Ooh, by the way, here's what I learned. I don't need to be on that computer as much. In fact, these 2 days we've been down, I've been writing that mentoring program for you guys. And I made a lot of progress, and I realized there were too many distractions. I'm productive, but there's probably a lot more distractions than I realized. I'm always looking at the positive in the challenge versus it's a problem. And I know when things show up, sometimes there's this reaction that's like, oh, this is a problem, and then, right? And I'm not doing that. I stop and I go, okay, Genius Bar. There are no geniuses sitting there drinking cocktails. What a bummer. I'm just sitting there waiting for a technician to come out. I will go shopping. I get some really cute dresses on sale. So I just want you to ask yourself if what you're looking at in your life right now is a problem. It's an obstacle. You've placed it there. I want you to reverse engineer it. Everything along the way that you've done placed you there. Every decision has placed you there. You made those decisions. Did you marry the wrong person? It was a challenge. You should learn. Did you learn how to stick up for yourself? Did you learn how to go off on your own and take care of yourself? Did you learn how to not accept abuse? Did you learn how to, financially take care of yourself? Did you take the steps to do that? Or are you in a place now where you have neglected that? You feel that you have problems along the way, not challenges. I need to learn this. I need to know how to financially take care of myself. I need to get trained. There's a challenge. I need to get some training and certification on certain things to be that person that is financially stable, that is abundant, that has freedom. Those are challenges, not problems. What do you see right now as a problem? I know most of you see your stuff as problems. Most of you. There's a handful of you that know that you have things that you have to work through. You don't like how you feel. Trust me, I really wanted to watch some of the movies I saved while I was on my computer writing my mentoring. I thought, now I'm going to be focused on that. Instead of watching the movie and then going back and forth, I thought, doggone it, I'm going to focus on this. So, what are you doing in your life where you can turn that problem into a challenge and say, all right, I'm going to look at it as a challenge. Challenges are always exciting for me. I thrive on them. I've spent a lifetime thriving on challenges. Because overachievers like to be their best. And they're the toughest on themselves. Nobody ever has to tell them anything. They are on themselves constantly to always be better. And that's my personality. If that's you, welcome to the club. So I see things as challenges. I think people that excel see things as challenges. And if you're not excelling, you can change that. If you start to see your problems as challenges, trust me, you're going to start to make the changes to make that work instead of fighting it. See, it's a problem, I want it to go away, I have to get myself out of it. It's something that exists that you battle. Problem, I got to get out of here, I don't like it. It's stressing me out instead of saying, okay, here's a challenge. Ooh, it's like a puzzle. What do? Mac is out. Go get a new Mac. Boom! All my stuff showed up on it. I didn't even have to get anything downloaded. You don't have to do that anymore, right? All my information showed up on my new Mac. I was back in business within minutes. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, well, not everybody can just go out and buy a new Mac. You know, you can make anything happen if you want to. You really can. Anything. So, that's your challenge. You say, okay, I want a new Mac computer. How do I do that? Well, Best Buy has a financing with no interest. Well, maybe I can buy a Mac and pay it off in a year and it's no interest. I can make that happen, right? Don't qualify? Well, then find out how you can. Find out how you can do this. Find out how you can get that job, how you can get the abundance. It's a challenge. This is what makes life so much fun and challenging. Sometimes it doesn't feel good, but you know what? I don't do this anymore. I'm right like this. Even the really fabulous stuff, I don't spike like crazy. Because if you're attached to that high, you're always going to come down from it. So, and I know this, a lot of people don't like hearing this. They're like, well then, if I go into an awakened state, you mean I'm not going to get excited, happy anymore? No, you're always up here. So, before, if you're here doing this, now you're up here doing this. So if you think of it as that way, it's a lot more exciting, isn't it? You're never doing this anymore. Stuff comes and you go, okay, here's a challenge. I'm going to feel it. I'm not going to get angry or frustrated because I'm in control of how I think, how I feel, and the actions I'm going to take and what I manifest. Because how I think and how I feel is either going to shut down that gateway or open it up to all of the solutions to that problem, which now becomes a challenge for you because you're going to find it exciting. It's like, wow, everything was going well and then this, but wow, my life just changed. Maybe I have to move, or maybe I have to get a new job. Oh my gosh. People lose their jobs and they're like, oh, I'm like, wow, congratulations. You were not supposed to be there. You were sending a message somewhere that you don't want to be there, or that you have something bigger and better ready for you. What is it? Yay! Bring it on. And if you're focused on that challenge, it's exciting, then the universe sends all the stuff. But if you're fighting and go, I don't like this, then you're saying, I don't want the challenge, I don't want the new stuff, I wanted that, and it's not happening, and block, 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 block. I cannot wait to release this spiritual mentoring program. One Big Thing. It's called One Big Thing. I think you're going to love it. I actually took another lesson yesterday, and whoa, there was a shift for me. And, you know, it was like, wow, this is really cool stuff. It's a different approach. And I want you to start opening up your mind. Challenges versus problems. You don't have problems. That's not why you came here. You came here to experience life, the feelings, the density, and releasing that to connect to what you really are, the expansive, wonderful, beautiful, unlimited. Yes, there are some rules about being a human being. There's some properties that, you know, exist on this earth. Most of us won't break through those. Not everybody's going to walk on water in this lifetime, but I don't think you really need to do that, do you? I'm going to send you light, love, beautiful solutions to all of your challenges. Make them fun. Know that they are gateways to something awesome. I learned I don't know to be on my computer. I just got a whole chapter done. I outlined everything down on my One Big Thing. I realized I don't have to spend as much time on my computer. I'm going to get a lot more done. My computer, my other Mac, is getting repaired. It's costing me nothing. I'll pick it up next week. I'll have another computer. It's all good. It's all good. And I got a free coffee. Thank you, Starbucks manager. Light, love, peace, prosperity, abundance, health, wealth, joy. Namaste.